It's a responsibility. We have a responsibility to improve society.
So we really want, in every case, not to just support something, but to support something transformational.
Regenerative medicine and stem cell research held out the promise of profoundly changing the delivery of healthcare.
It's a game changer. We wanted to stimulate stem cell research around the world and reward scientists that are actually innovating to a clinical application. Grand Cru Wine and Culinary event is a fantastic event for the city.
It's a great, fun way to raise money and awareness of all of the really valuable research we're doing in healthcare in this city. They have the emergency room here and the obstetrics over here, and there's one door and it goes to -40 and stays at -40 for several weeks during the winter.
And so we actually helped them with sort of this ante-room to help, create this barrier and this airlock so they wouldn't be freezing out, all the people in the emergency ward. If you have diminished sense of smell, how does that relate to how your brain functions?
And out of that came some rather amazing results about the onset of Parkinson's and also the ability to predict if a child is going to be autistic.
Technion is actually taking our pacemaker cells that we fly over there and putting them on an animal model to see how are they functioning. Are they going to be a biological pacemaker to replace a mechanical pacemaker? And so far the results are very, very exciting.
The Bowie exhibit, I found it remarkable.
Rob and I just lit up and thought, this is a great opportunity for the AGO. And what happened was new people came. New people came from far and wide to see this exhibit. It really opened up the AGO to a much bigger market. And we're thrilled to see that happen. Luminato.
What we want to do is show the world what Toronto and Canada has to offer and ask the world to come to us as well.
And one of the projects that we were excited to be involved with, called Black Watch, was a play that came from Edinburgh and we brought it here to Toronto. The success of that play really sort of set the stage, if you will, for Luminato to look at bringing edgy things to Toronto because they knew the audience would accept it and was ready for it. I think, the Koffler Center is a beautiful way of showcasing some talent that we wouldn't otherwise see.
It's one of those valuable cultural centers in the city that we need to preserve.
The leadership program is a 4-year program at the school. The students learn so much about how to work together, develop a small business. We've even had students on the Dragon's Den. There's a need, and these kids are hungry for it, and they're very excited about it, and the results kind of speak for themselves. We love Lakefield College. On 2 things there. One was the gymnasium. That was transformational for Lakefield College. But the other award we have is for a student entrepreneur, a way to help these young kids think, as an entrepreneur, what can they do to make a difference?
It was a design build, a co-op school, and it was taking a totally different push on architecture. Classes were taught in French, English, and they had First Nation elders advising the students, and they were looking to build in the north. All of those elements just resonated with Cheryl and I to a tremendous degree. The Schulich School is an amazing place. It is one of the leading business schools in the world. And the graduate building that Cheryl and I are involved with, we hope it'll become the hub of Canada's future business leaders and enable Canada to reach its full potential. So the X Prize is all about putting large financial incentives in front of the world and asking for people to come from around the world with ideas to advance technology much faster.
Global challenges, everything from education to clean water, to dealing with big oil spills, to space travel. Richard Branson licensed the technology that was developed to create Virgin Galactic.
It's essential to preserve a lot of the history so we understand the effort that's gone into building the country and the magnificence of the various peoples that lived in that area and still live there today. From the Atlantic to the Pacific, but also up to the Arctic Sea, literally tying the country together.
Something I think that really speaks to our identity as Canadians, to be outdoors and to appreciate our natural beauty.
It's about investing for the future to ensure that Canada goes on and providing a wonderful place to live and to grow.
Through funding, through direction, it gets lifted up and it's driven to a point of delivering on a promise. That's impact. That's when healthcare benefits, that's when students benefit, that's when Canadians benefit.